Hey, I'm Christopher Watson. I'm a singer, songwriter, musician, actor, TV personality based in Los Angeles, California. It was wild. It was honestly just a lot of fun. It was a really fun way to spend 2020. We were quarantined before the world knew what quarantine was. But no, it was a really good time. I mean, it was really wild to be thrown into such a scenario that I think it was cool that none of us have been in something like that, and just being completely open and vulnerable in front of all of America. It was fun. It wasn't easy, but it was definitely a whole lot of fun. I essentially got reached out to by a casting director. I will say NZK, they do a great job of casting and producing and making these shows happen. So I got an email and I was thinking, I'm like, while I'm trying to date in LA, it's not going the best. Like, why not try to date in this scenario? So had a couple interviews back and forth. And then as it started getting closer to the time, I ended up getting a contract and reviewed it. And I was like, all right, is this a decision I want to do? And I said yes. So yeah, started out that way. It was really wild to win that show. Going into it, winning wasn't part of the plan. The plan was to just have fun and hopefully meet somebody really interesting that you want to spend your life with or some time with. But winning was definitely like not even icing on the cake. It was just an extra cake with even more icing than you could plan on. But it really felt amazing. It was a fantastic experience working with Brie and making our album, and performing that finale show, which was just absolutely exhilarating. I've never felt some of those things before, so it was really cool. We're no longer together, unfortunately. So that's just kind of the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Yeah, so I do have a new single coming out. It's called Beauty of Love. And Beauty of Love, it's just like a happy song, really digging into like what it is that love is, you know. It's the force that makes the world go round. It really is, to me, it's the only thing that's more powerful than music. And that's why pretty much every song is written about love. And love will make you crazy. It'll also make you courageous. It'll do things that you could have never thought of. And so we wrote a song just like, really digging into like what it means to be loved, what it means to be love, what it means to receive love, and what that love could do and like how it can transform you. So yeah, it's coming out, of course, on Valentine's Day, 214. All a coincidence. No, but that's the way a single goes. You have to promote it forever anyway. But yeah, so coming out 214. And it's really fun. Like we recorded it with a choir, and so it's a song that's a lot bigger than just me. I have fun playing it solo, but I like knowing, I'm like, hey, like if you like it like this, like with just me, then you'll like the recorded version with the whole choir and everything. So listen to it everywhere that you stream your music. My website is tellemwatson.com, TELLEMWATSON. And I'll have the links there. But if you search Christopher Watson, Beauty of Love, or just Beauty of Love, and wherever you stream your music in YouTube or Spotify or iTunes, it'll come up in 2 weeks. Well, life after the show has been better than not. At the same time, it's been very difficult. I am in one of those industries that got hit very, very, very hard by the pandemic. And after the show, Brie and I, we plan on going on tour. And even if it wasn't tour, it's like I'm a full-time musician, so I play private gigs and restaurants and everything in between. And like I got asked to play people's weddings and It's like that wedding gets canceled, this gets canceled, everything was getting canceled left and right. So it has been, it's been like another bootstrap moment. You just got to pick yourself up and keep on going and pushing through. But I have been performing, pretty regularly out here in Southern California, and the last variant took away a few of those gigs, but they're coming back. So I've been recording a lot. The song "Beauty of Love" is part of a larger project called "Songs for a Hopeful Heart." So I've been working on that album and just getting that together, and just continuing to believe in myself. I think like that's like all you can really do, these days. So yeah. I don't have any yet, but I will. I will have some. I'm playing next Monday, and I don't know when this episode's coming out, but I'm playing next Monday at Hotel Cafe in Hollywood, 2/7, if anyone's around. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't know exactly when it's going to be released, but I'm working on my singles from that album right now, and hopefully we'll have it together in the next like 2 to 3 months, and have it out there for the world to hear and see. And I really my one of my goals this year is to go on tour and just go meet some people. Last year I wasn't really as inclined to like going back on tour like right away. I was focusing on playing a lot of shows here in Southern California. But I think now I'm ready for next year to go step it up. On social media, on all platforms, I am Tellem Watson, TELLEMWATSON. And people are like, why Tellem? Is that your first name? I'm like, no, first name is Chris. But tell them, you just got to tell them. That's the life motto. Like, you got to tell them with everything you do. Don't hold back, but at the same time, like, stay true to yourself. Don't fake stuff for anybody, because you're selling yourself and everyone else around you short if you are not being truthful. So you got to tell them and just stay true. A really heartfelt thank you. I really appreciate it. I still do run into people from time to time. They're like, "Hey, like you were on that show or this or that," and it really means a real whole lot that people watch the show. They stayed up with it. A lot of people are like, "Man, I listened to your album, The Chris and Brie, and you guys really did such a good job." So really, just thank you for the continued support. If you have any friends that are artists or anything like that, like this is really like a very impossible type of career. It's just really hard. So I just have to say thank you so much for supporting me and continue to support me. And like, I have a lot of things coming. Like, listen to your heart might be where you saw me at first, but it's not where you're going to see me at the end. So.